June 24th is the race. So this is
Oh, that's
last minute
soon.
advice here for Rob. So this might
June
be too
24th.
late.
Is this person running USA's?
Yeah, it's actually Grant Fisher is the person's name. Hello, Kevin and Gordon. I have a coaching request for you. I'm in my low 20s. Found an all-comers track meet that runs every Friday for the rest of June. Some backstory: I enjoy exercise. In 2022, I've been riding my bike about 115 miles a week and been running about 10 miles a week. This is your guy here, Gordon. Last
I
year,
like it.
off less
Good
running and more
ratio.
riding, he was able to run 434 1600 time trial off of less running and more riding. So less than 10 miles a week. There's a 1500 at the meets, and some winning times I've seen end up being around the 418-ish mark. I know I'm not in quite as good a shape as last year, but I would love to target the June 24th meet and try to take the win in the 1500. I love it. I have a nasty kick. What advice do you have to make it happen? Side note, Thursday nights involve a non-negotiable country dance hall that goes late into the night and involves alcohol. If you have any recovery techniques for this, I'm all ears as well. Well, as you know, Gordon doesn't recover well from things like that. That might be it. And I don't do that stuff anymore. So that might be
As long
more
as
of
you're
a
not doing a
Colt
pod the next
question.
day, you're good.
Yeah, maybe Colt can answer that. But all right, very low mileage, wants to win in all comers. This is terrific.
I love it. So he's gonna get drunk the night before because he says every Thursday he has to
Hmm.
go out before this Friday race.
Yeah, so maybe don't
Every
do that this one night. Well, it says non-negotiable.
I like that. He's like,
Late
no, you're not. This is a priority.
late into the night and involves alcohol. Okay, well, let's start with that first. Colt,
Yes.
can you help on that part? Can you help on that question?
Well, have you seen those things where like the rich comedians get IV bags in the morning after they've partied all night? I think maybe
No.
this I think this is what you need to do. You need to go to one of those IV services, get your blood figured out, and then you'll be fine. You won't have a hangover the next day. Huh?
That's a good
That
so
is Yeah, that will get you flagged by USADA. So as long as you're not competing for a
Didn't
world or
didn't
interlap.
didn't realize that. Sorry, take that back. I
No,
don't
it's
know.
okay. I don't think he's if he's running 418, I think he's good. Any other lower budget suggestions, Colt?
Pedialyte.
Gatorade? Just
I mean,
constantly for every one drink, one Pedialyte.
Yeah, just have it with you in the bar. People think it's
we
cool.
we joke about Colt's contribution to internet coaching, but like you ain't wrong. If you're gonna be drinking the night before a race, drink a lot of water while you're drinking the alcohol.
Or just dance more. He says he's going to a dance hall. Just keep dancing until you're not drunk anymore,
Yeah.
and then you can go home. You will be tired from the dancing, though. I don't know if we're talking about that as a factor as well.
Yeah, that could hurt. Listen, I mean, we got late advice here, obviously, because this race is going to happen in a week. So I don't know what can help you more. You're already only running 10 miles a week, so I'd say any amount of running is probably going to, in the longer term, is going to help you. I almost think of it in the opposite way of the other emailer, where you're young, right, and you want to run the mile fast. Add in a couple quick snappy sessions. Add in some twos, right? Not a ton of mileage, but get your legs turning over. You're on the bike a lot. Probably got a decent endurance base. That's what I got. That's my best stuff.
Yeah. You're young enough that you're not gonna hurt yourself by running quick on the track at 200 or 400. So run something
And if
quick.
you are, just go back to biking.
Yeah, exactly.
Or here's what you this is more of a race tactics question now because we're a week out, right?
Yeah.
Don't take the lead until the last 100. That's what you should do. So we can't really give you a workout in 9 days that's going to help you, but we can tell you what to do at the bar the night before. Colt handled that pretty well. And we can tell you tactics wise and buy super shoes as well. So those are three things that you can do.
Speaking of tactics, this is an all comers meet. So there's gonna be
Don't be an
people.
Ingebrigtsen, be a Centro.
Yeah. There's gonna be people in this race who are not gonna be race savvy. There's gonna be people who think they are fitter than they are in this race
Mm-hmm.
because it's
Right.
so be prepared for there to be maybe 1 to 2 people who run out of their comfort level way too
Yeah.
early
Yeah.
and know that they're going to come back to you because
Sure.
be prepared for there to be try to be in second place of the chase pack because that chase pack will catch the guys who are up front going out too hard in the opening 600s. They'll fall back. They won't have a kick in the final
Yeah.
300. Don't try to go with the leader. Try to go with where the pack goes and
But you
trust
can
that they will come
tell.
back to you.
You can tell a little bit. It's
When he
all
says he's
comers.
trying
I
to go
think
for
you're
the
gonna.
win, he might overthink it and be like, all right, I'm going for the win. I got to be in second place the entire time. You don't
Yeah, yeah.
necessarily
I
have
guess
to.
I should. Yeah, no. That's good advice too. Within reason. Don't run at it. But I'm saying don't lead until you have to. That's my thing. Just
Don't
hang
lead till
on.
you have to. It's a famous quote.
Yeah, yeah.
T-shirt.
Or I
Don't lead until you
my
have to.
my coach used to say you lead, you lose. That's just sort of the way it goes. Like don't do any extra work. But you're right. You're not going to have a detailed bio of everybody in the race. You're not going to know their strengths and weaknesses. You're not going to know who's running, who's going to run a minute positive split in a 1500. So don't be stupid, but also you don't get an award for leading after 3 laps. So if your goal is to win, sit, 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 sit. Again, channel your inner centro. You don't need to do a Ingebrigtsen mid-race move. You don't need to be Oliver Hoare out there. You don't need to be Stuart McSwain, right? Just wait, wait, wait. Even if it feels
And then wait some
slow.
more.
Yeah, even if it feels slow, if you're racing to win and not for the time, then don't even worry about that if it feels slow. Trust your kick. I'm starting to feel like I do a good job. This is bad. I'm like starting to think that I'm actually qualified now for this stuff, and people are writing in, so that makes me
My one
nervous. All
last
right.
Hail Mary suggestion is get a buddy who
Oh,
you who you're friends with. Get him to
this
get
is
into the
good. I like this.
race and pay him $20. Buy him a beer at the bar the night before at this whatever mandatory drinking session. Say,
Yeah, I
hey
like
man, I
this.
need you to come in the race and tell him to control it by going to the front, slowing it down, not letting and basically letting him control the pace of the race so you can be set up for victory. So basically go in there and collude
Buy,
with another
buy a
runner
rabbit. No, you're not
and
colluding.
get
It's a
what you want.
rabbit. Or
Yeah,
just
but it's
say,
a
hey, run
rabbit
with
that only
me.
he knows is rabbiting. So it's kind of a little
Well,
colluding.
no. You just say, hey, whatever pace you're going to run, find a buddy who can run that for 800, and then say, hey, can you run with me for 800 just so I stay on pace? And then they can, then they can either step off or they can just start jogging. It's all comers. So I'm sure there's going to be people running slower than that person. That's a good idea too. So money that you need to spend, Pedialyte, super spikes, a buddy for rabbiting. What you
There you go.
gain with that investment is the pride of winning an all comers 1500 in 418. And that, my
Love it.
friend, you'll never forget about the rest of your life. It'll be worth it. Send us photos. Send us a race recap. All right. Appreciate everybody writing in. Remember the email is flowtrackpodcast@gmail.com. Guess my PR or internet coach. You can put that in there in the subject line.